Vipi hapo? This is the Hakuna Raisi show, and today we have a guest for you. I'm your host, King Edward, and our guests will introduce themselves. In it?
Yeah, I'm George Ndambuki, alias YOUnique Man.
Hey, my name is Arnold.
KJ. Hakuna Raisi.
Hakuna Raisi. That's our message today. So we're going to talk about fitness. We're going to talk about mindset, lifestyle, and business. Now, our guest today is alias YOUnique Man. Why do you say alias?
Okay, it's not really my real name. But
No, the term
alias.
alias.
Alias is like another name.
Oh, yeah. Also known as. AKA.
AKA.
Okay. So, karibu sana kwenye show.
Thank you.
I know you know Hakuna Raisi.
Yeah, I've been seeing you on TikTok. Actually, a lot on TikTok.
Yes, and Hakuna Raisi also know you. Yeah, so we appreciate hosting you today.
Yeah, thanks.
I know you're all about fitness.
Yes.
Bro is jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked, but
like a Greek
hidden. Yeah. So you guys,
Sleeper bill.
check this guy out. YOUnique Man.
Yes.
All platforms.
All platforms. Yeah.
Starting from Twitter, IG, TikTok.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's unique.
Yeah.
So tell us about yourself, YOUnique.
I am George, as I said. I am a graduate architect. I did architecture while I was in uni. Then I finished uni, and I finished uni I think 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. Then I started business. I've always been an entrepreneur by heart, so at least when I finished uni, I just ventured into business straight on. So I do the stationery business. I sell stationery to students in Kenyatta University. I do advertising. I have billboards.
Oh.
Yeah. What else? And now fitness. Now fitness is the third thing that came as a surprise.
But you are well known for fitness more than these other businesses.
Yes, that's
so
true. Yeah.
Fitness came and overtook. Not
necessarily. It's just that people knew me most when my content went viral on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one post that I showed my process from where I was a few months ago and where I am now. And that post garnered around 400,000 views.
Wow. It must have been an interesting...
this is the 8th month, imagine.
Real?
Yeah.
Only 8 months?
I just started in January.
I'm going viral.
This guy trended with KOT.
Alright.
YOUnique KOT.
400k?
Yeah, 400k.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Big up KOT.
Yeah, big up
for
KOT.
making YOUnique Man well known.
Yes.
And now we are here.
Because actually that post now pushed me into content creation. Because a lot of people now started asking me, what kind of exercises do you do? What do you eat? So I now started now showing what I do, like my process. Yeah, so it has been quite a fulfilling journey because I'm now trying to understand myself, understand the impact that I'm having on people, and it's actually quite fulfilling.
Yeah. Arnold, you have trained.
Yeah. Bro.
For how long?
1 year and 9 months now.
Consistently?
Yeah, only take time off in December.
December? Yeah. To do what?
Yeah, chill with the family. Christmas time and everything.
Okay.
But this guy though, like, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, you can.
Like, what made you only 3 months?
Yes.
And people were amazed at your transformation.
I worked out from January to April, took that photo in April, and that's what now catapulted that post into 400,000.
But as a guy who trains, basically I do gym, as in weights.
Yes.
Some people do calisthenics.
Yes, I do purely calisthenics.
Have you ever tried weights?
Yes, I'm currently in the gym now because I realized growing your legs with calisthenics is much harder. So I only go to the gym. I only go to the gym.
Are you calling out calisthenics now?
To some degree, it's much harder to grow your legs using calisthenics.
Where do you feel it's only legs? Maybe chest too?
No.
So if they told you to prefer in between calisthenics and the gym, like a guy who's starting out, like let's just say I'm a newbie in training.
You're a newbie.
I want to like train, put on some tissue, put on get some dashboard abs.
I would still tell you to start off with calisthenics.
That's interesting.
KJ, how long have you trained?
This is my third consecutive year, if I'm not wrong. And as the Arnold here was the chairman of Skinny Niggas of Rwanda, I was the chairman of Skinny Niggas of KE 254.
You took that from me. Before you discovered you were skinny, I was Kiongozi. I was the leader.
I've been grinding for a minute with the metals, and I can say that the gods of metals have favored me.
So we can tell.
We can tell.
You can tell, man.
Yeah. It has been, the journey has been okay. As YOUnique Man is telling you here, I've learned from him that he shared a picture, and if you listen keenly, it is the transformation that clogged that number. You get like, how can this guy move from this to this? You know, people care about what they believe what they see.
Yeah.
They see you change, they believe you did something, and they want what you did.
Right.
So that's how my journey has been, learning here and there. Of course, some days you don't feel like it, but you have to keep your feelings to yourself.
Yes.
No, that's facts, though.
Discipline.
That's facts.
Any day, anytime. So yeah, back to you, Mr.
You've said something to keep your feelings to yourself. So I'll tell you guys. The younger you are, the easier it is for you to start training.
Yes.
I tell you, when I started training, I was I think I was 29, and it was difficult to put on mass.
Yeah.
And until today, it's still difficult. But I want to pick from you, YOUnique Man. How do you balance your businesses and you know who you are and trying to be fit? Because I use my businesses and my schedule mostly as an excuse. And KJ will attest to that.
Most people
So how do you get your balance?
I just, as he has said, I think it's all about discipline. If, for example, you've told yourself, I need to work out today, that's it. So my challenge is, I never tell myself things sometimes, because I realize every time I tell myself something, I'm tired, because I have to achieve whatever I told myself. So, for example, what I just do, I just make sure, regardless of whatever is going on in my life at that particular day, at least I have to train 1 hour. Just 1 hour.
Just 1 hour.
Just 1 hour. And even if I can't 1 hour, at least 30 minutes. So if in the case, let's assume I'm having a very busy day, I'm sure in the evening when I get home, whether or not I go to the gym, I'll still train at home. So I normally have 2 sessions in a day. When I wake up, I do 30 minutes of workout, which is roughly 40 to 60 pull-ups, 40 squats, and
hold on. In a go, 40 pull-ups.
No, not in a go. I do a set.
I'm gonna be scared. What the?
Sets of 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. But they are weighted, 12 kg.
Alright.
Yeah.
At the top of your body weight.
Yes, I have a weighted vest.
Yeah, and to add on that, what Mr. Famous was asked about, you know, people finding time to work out. I'll tell you this for sure. There's no right time that you say that this is the right time to work out.
Yeah.
And we can learn even from here. This is a busy guy balancing, for instance, medicine, and he'll talk about it, medicine and working out. You see, those guys will be saying, you know, me, I don't have time.
Everyone has time.
Me.
Everyone has time.
I'll be saying that.
Actually, I'll challenge the audience.
Yes.
I'll challenge the audience, and I'll also challenge us. Today, at the end of the day, when you're going to sleep, just go to your settings, check the digital well-being app. Check how much time you've wasted or used on your screen, the apps that you've used, the time. You'll find out that most people spend roughly 6 hours per day on their phones. And I'm only
called the
digital well-being.
If you have an iPhone, it's screen time. It's on the settings.
Yeah. So
we don't have iPhones.
Every person spends
people with iPhones, though.
every person spends some time on their screens. And if I'm just asking you for 30 minutes, are you trying to tell me there's no 30 minutes? Yeah, there is 30 minutes somewhere.
So Arnold, I'll ask you this question like this: how have you tamed the beach?
Myself,
the beach, yeah.
Bro, when I started out, it was really hard. Because let's be honest, it was hard. It's hard to start anything. To be a bitch or something, it's really hard for a man, because as men we're competitive. you want to be like, you want to conquer, you want to be like, I'm able to do this. And when you get in the gym and be like, this is really hard, sometimes you reach out and be like, I gotta stop. But like realizing that that's the process you have to go through. That's the first step. But I was a bitch before. I was like, nah, I can't train, I can't put on mass. This is what God gave me. Let me just chill. You feel me? But you have to push, but you never back down. Hakuna rahisi.
Hakuna rahisi.
There's no other way to say it. Yeah.
Okay.
KJ, how are you teaching the people you are training to tame their bitches?
Yeah, all day I'll tell you to just go with discipline. You know, if you go with discipline, you'll find time to train. Because you don't even need an hour, and this is what I do to the guys I train. They can attest there. I usually show them that you don't need even an hour to train. Even those 30 minutes you can do something, and it will hit your muscles. You're like, "Hey, this is how. You mean I can do this and feel this way in this short period of time?" That tells you something that working out is a discipline that you have to find a way, no matter the thing you're doing. So many people are busy. Everybody's busy trying to survive, so you won't come here with your excuse of I'm busy.
Everybody's busy trying to survive.
So you just get discipline, get a schedule, get a trainer. You know, you'll find that even working out, for instance, we came up with this platform of Hakuna Rahisi Fitness. By the way, guys, you need to join that program. What are we telling guys? That it's not only in the gym. You know, people believe that you only need to work out in the gym. When you can even work out in your bedroom. You know,
it's just your flow.
Yeah. You need your flow and your arms. Push-ups, there you go.
And
Jumping squats, there you go. Sit-ups, you see?
Subscription.
Yeah. So I think just don't rely on motivation. Just get disciplined and get things done. Yeah.
So, YOUnique Man.
Yes.
When you were skinny, you were eating.
Yes.
Now you've bulked with calisthenics. You're also eating. Tell us, what are you eating?
What changed was when I was skinny, I never used to eat healthy foods. Like I did a lot of processed food. So the KFCs and the fried foods and all that.
Terrific Tuesday.
Fried food is processed.
Yes. Actually, vegetable oil is very bad. You should. I'm actually going to make a video about it. I personally use tallow, animal fat.
Where did you get it?
You just get it from the normal butchery. They have it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the change in diet that has now been done ever since I started working out. I stopped using sugar. I stopped using completely. Okay, even before I never really liked sugar, but now when I started working out, I even stopped kabisa. What else? I now eat more healthier foods, like whole foods, like ugali, skuma, all those things, like the normal Kenyan food. A lot of uji, a lot of water. When I was now skinny, I wasn't intentional about eating. I was just eating, and I used to miss a lot of meals. I used to only maybe like do one meal a day. Yeah, and
what an appetite.
Nothing. I was just
So what do you do like to increase your appetite? Because like naturally born ectomorphs, they have a really hard time to eat. And they're naturally skinny.
Yeah. So
like the appetite is how do you tackle that?
Now what happened, at least what I know is every time I work out, I eat a lot, especially when I work out. When I'm not working out, I don't feel hungry. But when I now work out, I totally, like now I'm feeling
like a stimulus.
I'm feeling actually very hungry now.
We'll get some
Okay, if we go into, this is a question for all of us. If we go into now diet and meals, I recently learned that eating thrice a day is a myth.
Yes, it's actually.
We don't need to eat.
We don't need to.
It was
It's true.
The doctor is asking, what do you mean? So, YOUnique Man, educate
That's my life for me.
From what I've researched and seen, 3 meals a day started in the Industrial Revolution. And it started because of the technologies that came during that period. So, and in particular was the refrigerator and the microwave. I don't know when the microwave came, but at least the fridge. So the fridge allowed human beings to at least keep food for a longer period than before.
How did that lead to people eating 3 times
One.
a day? I mean?
Yes, that's one. Two, you've heard that breakfast is not the most important meal. Actually, it was created.
It was a program.
It was created by big companies to sell their products, which are bacon, milk, cornflakes, and all those things. So, in true sense, we should only be eating 1 to 2 meals a day. Even 1 is still enough.
Right, bro. Like, I get where you're coming from. I really do. But like, times have changed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
People do like. I'm active like from 7 to 7. Are you telling me I can eat 2 meals and survive? Your body needs energy, right? You know that.
Yeah, it does.
So are you telling me you can 2 meals?
But you see how we are training, and we've conditioned our body to be trained every single day, right? Your body also gets conditioned. Let's assume you start eating 2 times a day. It will bring problems for the first week, but after a few, you just get used to it.
Okay, my story was this. I used to eat a lot, and even a lot of sugars. And when I could feel hungry, I used to start shaking.
Shaking?
Yeah.
Trembling like a...
Tremble. Because I'm hungry.
When you're hungry?
Yes.
Just like
Now, that was because I was taking a lot of sugars, and I couldn't. Even when, if you look for my best friend who we were with in campus, he'll tell you, Edward will eat breakfast 7, lunch 12, and dinner 6 p.m. And in between there I'm snacking, but I'm still skinny. Now, when I started training, I started to eat a lot because the appetite came, comes with the body would accept. After that, I took a break of close to a year. With the same eating habits, I started being fat. I could have a small stomach here. But when I came back to training, when Jonah started training me last year, November, I started to take. I did away with the sugars, but I also did away with breakfast. And this made me realize that the body, when you're hungry, the body goes for the excess that it has. And digest that excess, and it helps kill even the bad cells in your body, because you're staying hungry, and your body is like, we have enough sugar, we have some supplement, and it goes to that. So
that's why people want to lose weight though, because the body can even use your muscle, like your tissue, your muscles to get energy.
Now, yes, but my idea was to recondition my body. We came here and found people eating thrice a day. Our mothers fed us thrice a day, and that's why we are doing it.
We actually just need, at the least, just 1 meal a day.
By the way, I'll back it up this way. For instance, when I'm training, most of the times I do a meal a day, a meal, and this meal I usually take it. Maybe it's lunch or supper. I usually don't take breakfast. Most of the days, my breakfast is fruits. I can take watermelons, pineapples, here and there. But cooked meal, one is enough. And I realized that the day I've taken, for instance, I train my legs. Leg day is on Friday.
So that's when you're energetic.
Yeah. On Thursday evening, after I've taken that meal and I wake up, I don't have to take any other meal for breakfast. I usually take water. I drink a lot of water. Just drinking that water and taking maybe a pineapple or a watermelon. You guys, that's the day I usually squat even the heaviest. Really? And I'm like, hey, the day I've taken breakfast, I usually squat up to 120, and I'm like, hey, I'm not doing this anymore, you guys. But when I go there without taking breakfast, you guys, I'm going up to 160.
So do you train in the morning?
Yeah, I train in the mornings from 10 to 10. So I think it's a fallacy that
so
you need to take 3 meals a day. Yes, if you need, and it's working for you, it's good, but it's not that it should happen for you.
There's also this theory that your body, your body processes food, and when you eat thrice a day, it's like you overwork it.
You're overworking the body. Yeah.
No, I feel like, to add to that, bro, I feel like it depends on your body type. How much calories you need to maintain the tissue you have, or like what are your fitness goals. If you want to put on tissue, you have to be in a calorie surplus. That's like basic math. If you want to be like lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit.
Oh.
And depending on your body weight, you need like, you can calculate it. There's a formula for it. You can even go in Google and see your maintenance calories depending on how tall, how much you weigh. You can calculate it.
Because,
on
yeah.
You get that, right?
Yeah, I get it. Because the diet of an endomorph is different from an ectomorph.
Yeah,
I think that's what you're trying to explain.
Yeah. And depending on your body goals, that means your fitness goals are. Because like most people want to lose weight, so like that consideration of like eating 2 times a day will really help you if you want to know not to lose weight, to lose fats and put on some tissue.
Okay, so now, YOUnique Man, we want to get off fitness, but I want you to tell us how has fitness impacted hey, wakisi kwa pamoja impacted your general
Outlook.
no, not outlook, but your general being in terms of what you do as a businessman, your education, your pursuits, your relationship. What has fitness done?
From the first thing I can say is fitness has made me more disciplined, at least in any endeavor that I have. Then another thing is that's one. It has made me more time conscious. Like I really try to be early for my engagements because usually I set a time for my fitness. Say I work out from 5 to 7 and that's it. So when I get there later, I feel like I wasted time and all that. So that's the second. The third, fitness has made even people around me take me more seriously.
That's the best.
Because they see you taking yourself seriously in the goals that you've set out, and you're actually documenting it online.
So
they respect you more, they take you more seriously, and you also respect yourself. So in even your own engagements, there's a lot of respect there because they know who they're dealing with. They know they're not dealing with some guy who's just there.
Who's just with the
Who's just with the
But you got them good, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I can say. It's made me more aware of things. It's making me take my life more seriously, at least in the things that I eat, the people that I interact with, the decisions that I make. Because for example, if for example I need to train tomorrow, I won't go out today. I'll sleep in. So you see it. So in a nutshell, I think it's really changed my life.
You've touched about going out. And I think when we talk about diet, we forget this. Drugs and alcohol.
Yes.
Their impact on fitness and general well-being of the body.
I personally think, okay, I'm not really a medical guy, so I just know it impairs your body, at least in your judgment. But where I can say alcohol really messes up a lot of things is the decisions that you make when you're intoxicated.
The wrong ones.
Yes, you really make a lot of wrong decisions. For example, let's assume I go out today and get wasted still. That would mean 1, I'll get dehydrated.
Sure.
That's 1. 2, if tomorrow I was to train, I won't train because I wake up tired. 3, most likely, okay, not really most likely, but you might make a decision and come home with a woman. For example.
But that's okay.
That's okay, it depends.
No, that's not okay.
It depends. It depends. So I'll come home with a woman, yes, maybe have sex, wake up tomorrow drained, you won't still train. 4th, you'll waste money.
Sure.
So you see, all those decisions that have occurred because of you being intoxicated are what I really don't like about getting intoxicated.
But then going out is generally not looked at as a waste of money, but
yes,
it is.
It is. It really
Like
is.
how often you do it? people have a balance, and people out there.
Some have a balance, but a lot of people actually don't.
The majority.
Yeah, majority of people don't have a balance.
But I think the reason why alcohol is legalized, it's because it keeps people busy.
Or sedated.
Yeah, sedated.
Sedated from the real issues of life.
You don't look at the real issues.
Yes, yes. Yeah, it's just like social
That's what
media.
drugs do, but it makes you escape the reality. You feel like you're somewhere, not here.
So that's my problem with alcohol. It numbs you of what you should really do, and it takes away your energy from the things that you could have done.
Is that what they usually call impaired judgment?
Yes.
Impaired judgment.
Yeah.
Because you're drunk.
Because of the decisions. You know, the series of decisions that you can make when you're intoxicated can mess you up for a long period of time.
Exactly.
So Arnold, you also don't advocate for alcohol?
No drugs, no alcohol. No. Don't even find the balance. If you're able to
keep off.
KJ, I know you don't advocate, but let's go to what KJ advocates. MJ, Mary Jane.
Okay. I think Mary Jane is a wonder drug. If used definitely in moderation. I think everything, even alcohol, everything used in moderation is okay. But the problem is with most people, we abuse everything.
Yeah.
We abuse sex, we abuse alcohol, we abuse our social media, we abuse everything. But everything in moderation is still okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And also,
shout out to Queen of Ngara.
And another thing is
Free
Mother, free mother.
Hashtag free mother.
and I'll add on a point on that issue of drugs and alcohol and fitness. These are not things also I would advocate for somebody to use when you are having your mental issues.
Living in the dark.
You know, there are some people who want to take them, you know, to escape reality, and you know, you go there and like because of problem, that's your purpose. You know, purpose matters a lot. Your purpose of doing something.
Yes.
So you find that this guy, when he comes back to soberness, he still wants to go back there, you know, because he cannot think past that and like now I'm sober, I can still So I think you should just get your mind together. Know who you are. Don't let it that I did this because I was drunk or because I was high. Don't you know, don't do like that. Just take accountability. Yes, I did it. I was conscious of what I'm doing. I think if you are aware of your conscience, you can never mess up.
But you know, alcohol has been used by men as an excuse of I was drunk, that's why I did her.
Exactly.
Anyway, personally, I don't advocate for drugs or Mary Jane or anything that is harmful for your health. All we can drink is soya. Anyway.
No, soya has feminizing.
Actually, I read an article.
You get money.
No, your estrogen levels
full of estrogen.
They make you a pussy.
Yo,
actually, they did. No, it's true. They did a whole.
I mean, it's out there.
An experiment with frogs.
Frogs.
They put frogs in water that has a lot of estrogen. Soy. And do you know they lost their male genitalia?
Male characteristics, like they went away.
Yeah, they went away. They turned gay.
Saucy. Stop eating saucy. Eat red meat.
It's
true.
true.
You know, that's why they call them soy boy. Niggas who are weak.
Yeah.
Soy boy.
That's
why you are called soy boys. Anyway, before those guys come for me because we go to the same church, let's move on. So, unique guy. Unique man. Unique guy. Yeah, it's all cool. So I want us to talk about mindset. Now, you know, fitness has a way of you know, setting right your mindset.
Yes.
So through your journey, give us a comparison of when you were part of the Skinny Guys Association and now, how has your mindset shifted? I'm
now very focused. Like I am so focused. I'm focused on goals and I pursue them till the end as compared to before. Because, for example, I'm currently now trying to get to 100 kg squat. Yesterday I did 80.
You did 80, you guys? And
you're trying to get to 100?
I don't know. I think I'm 60 now.
How many reps?
You guys.
That's good.
I did 4 reps.
80?
Yes.
That's good. That's like
welcome to the club. No, I think
That's like two places, right?
We should
that's
when we should find time and go to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do a proper
session.
leg day.
Yeah.
And
With
film
YOUnique
it.
Man here.
And by the way, no legs, no legacy.
Anyway,
Yeah, can't
okay.
skip
Yeah,
it.
no legs, no legacy.
No legacy.
Yeah.
So, what has changed really is I'm more focused in my endeavors, even in other pursuits. I take everything like an exercise, in the sense that if, for example, I'm trying to get clients for the billboard, I'll just think that this is just one more rep, so one more client.
Exactly.
You see, so it makes me focus more on the process as compared to the final result. It's made me more hard, even in terms of thought process. Then I'm less scared about people and things nowadays. I don't actually.
You are skinny and
You don't have
scared.
Yeah, I was
social
skinny and scared. Yeah.
Now you're jacked
Now I
and
don't care.
confident.
Yeah.
I don't fear anyone per se. As long as you don't have a gun, I'm not afraid.
Tutapambana.
You can throw hands.
As long as you don't, I don't have scissors to pluck your balls.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Yeah, so that's the mind shift that I've had. I'm much more focused. I am less fearful nowadays, and yeah, that's what I respect myself more now. That's what I can say.
Arnold,
Yeah.
your mindset shift from when you were skinny nigga.
Bro, I feel like one thing that stands out, bro, is confidence. Like standing, feeling like you're a man, bro.
You're a man.
Yeah. Not being an easy target. You feel me? Being hard to kill, bro.
In this game of life, you're
Yeah,
hard to
game of
kill.
life. Exactly, bro.
You can't die.
You can't die that easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, should I go? Should I go and like tell you more?
Yes, you can. If you have more,
Alright.
give us.
Yeah, bro. Like just what he was saying, being focused in life, bro. Like falling in love with the process. I might add to that. Falling in love with being like aware that you don't get shit like the easy way. If it's good, it's really hard to
It's
get.
hard to get it.
If it's a chest, you have to bench.
Yes.
If you have to be under a bench, like struggling, well, fail today, like keep on going, and you see, like you get the fruits of what you sow. You feel me? Yeah, that's basically it.
Heji,
Talk to me.
your mind shift. Your mind shift.
It shifted to to disapprove one of my greatest fears in life.
Which was.
I usually like to see myself in the mirror how I look naked. And I want to look good naked. You know? Yeah. So, and I love mirrors. I never want mirrors to judge me. So, you guys, my mind did shift that, if I'm looking good naked, then everything is looking good up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like close out that.
Okay. So personally, my mindset also shifted. I think I came up with a comfortable, and until today, the beach is usually comfortable. So to tame her, or to tame him, the beach is inside here. To tame it, I have to hit the gym, and it has helped me. You know, when you're in the gym, you do hard things.
Yes.
And everything else, even if it's hard, you've faced hard things
harder.
in the gym already. Yeah. So let's go to business. Why did you choose not to go for employment? And you are a graduate architect.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really struggled with that one actually. When I was in 4th year, I did an internship in one of the biggest farms in Kenya. I think it's called Simba. I don't know. Okay, it's the company that has built the Kwetu. This Kwetu that is being built.
Here.
Yeah, it's Simba. Yeah.
Okay.
Kwetu is it's a new student
Accommodation business. So in real estate.
The company is called Kwetu Apartment.
So they build like us and students.
Yeah.
Rent.
Yeah.
But
So,
do you even draw maybe plans if
I still do.
somebody hires you?
Yes, I still do. But when I was now working for that farm, is when I realized I can't do this. I can't. It's not me. So that's when I realized that I most likely wouldn't want to be employed. So when immediately I finished now my 6th year, is when I just ventured straight into business, and I said whatever happens.
An entrepreneurship mindset.
Yes.
But let me ask you though, content like really lucrative? You told me you went viral.
Yes.
How did it help you financially?
What I can say, the financial gains I think will come much later, if I'm now really being honest, because when I went viral, I was featured in the paper. I was featured in our local daily called Business Daily, and that actually gave me a lot of props in terms of now starting to create content and all that.
And exploring.
Yes, and now exploring myself in that field. So in as much as making money, I believe that I'm still in the infancy of this fitness story. So I'm not really in a rush.
Just like 3 months ago.
Yeah, that's just 3 months ago. So imagine if I continue doing this for 3, 4, 5, 10 years. Who knows where it will take me? So currently, I'm not really even focused on the money. I'm just trying to build the content, build equipment, like build myself in all this.
So you are creating the garden for the butterflies
to come.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
because I realize, and a lot of people fail when they are now thinking about starting off in businesses or starting off something. We think about the money so much, and that's the wrong way of thinking about it. You need to think about the value you're creating first, because Arnold won't come to me to pay me without me providing something. I have to provide something first, whether a service, a product, whatever it is. Yeah. So I figured that I need to take this time to create content. People should now start knowing me for all these things that I'm doing. Then maybe now venture into different types of businesses, like now equipment, apparel, when you've already now created the value. So now people come to associate with your value. So people should focus more on value as compared to the money. The money follows value. It's not the other way around.
Exactly.
In everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you know that you have just cracked a law? It's a law in the universe.
Yeah.
That it's the law of attraction.
Yes.
The law of attraction doesn't require you to chase.
Yes.
It requires you to build.
To create.
After building, let what you have built attract anything you
people,
want in the world, because you are building what you want to become.
Actually, I listen to quotes every morning. Every morning when I wake up, that's what I listen to. I just go to YouTube, search quotes. So there's this quote that always rings, and it says, "Don't try to be a man of success. Be a man of value." If you become a man of value, success will come to you. Because let's now think about it on a smaller scale. The main reason that I am here now is I have created value online. You now associate with me. You fuck with my content. You know me. Like you you take me seriously.
Yes.
For me to be here.
Yes.
But I had to create value first. Yeah. So
I think that's a good answer.
Yeah.
But now, what is buttering your bread right now?
Currently, the stationery business. That's what I do mostly full time. Then now the billboards. That's my second business. I'm trying to now start digital and outdoor advertising. Then the final thing is now the fitness, because I now started selling calisthenics programs, and I'm working on now trying to make different types of equipment.
So people really like buy programs?
Yes. When I the first program that I made, I sold to almost 30 people.
Is it like a?
This is just last month.
Is it like a book or like?
It's an ebook.
It's an ebook.
Yeah.
Where do you sell it?
I linked up the PDF book in Hustle Sasa.
Ebu just takes a period and just market it here. So that
all right. I currently have a beginner calisthenics program, and it's linked on all my socials. You just you click on the link and you download it and pay. It's 550 shillings. It's actually very affordable for people who want to start out with calisthenics. So yeah, that's
Why
about
did you
it.
make it cheap? Bro? That's like something that
Because the main reason as to why I made it a little bit affordable was it's my first product, so I'm trying
But
to.
it worked though.
Yeah, it worked, and I'm trying to. The next ones will now be more intricate, so those ones will be now much more expensive, and they might now focus on different muscle groups. This was just a general thing. Yeah.
For beginners.
For beginners. But now I'll now go into even for women, calisthenics for women, calisthenics for men, and all that.
You've said Hustle Sasa.
Yes, Hustle Sasa is it's a Kenyan brand that is giving storefronts, like digital storefronts for everyone. So it's
Do you pay?
yeah, they get 5% from every transaction.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it a project of Sauti Sol?
Yes, they are investors of it. Yeah.
I think we should go there then. As Hakuna Raisi, if we have any merchandise,
Yeah, you can sell it from there. But
Like come on, is he getting like recognition in the public?
the Hustle Sasa.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, Hustle Sasa is big. It's big. But I think as time progresses, now let's assume my brand becomes bigger and maybe I have more followers.
It will.
Yes, that will most likely happen. I'll now shift and maybe make my own website. I just needed somewhere to just start off. Yeah.
You guy, we are coming to Hustle Sasa. Do you have a referral link?
Yeah, you just go
No,
to
you can give us your referral link. And then
Like in the
no,
create a account.
what normally happens, you just go to Hustle Sasa, log in, create whatever you want to create, then they verify you, then that's it, you start selling.
Awesome. In
Now,
it.
where can we get your program? We
It's
don't-
everywhere.
link down.
Yeah, it's all on my links, and I'll also link it up with them.
Yeah, with the video.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I think we've chambuad Unique Man well enough. Ama kuna kitu tumesahau?
Maybe why I train.
Why do you train? Yes. that was to be my first question. But now tell us, why do you train?
I remember when I was starting out, I removed the thought process of having a beautiful body. Sorry, KJ. So for me, I don't care about how beautiful my body is. For me, I started training because I needed to control my mind. The mind is our biggest enemy, our own minds.
Yes.
Because it actually fights you. It tells you maybe you can't do this, you can't
Yes,
do this.
yes.
All those negative thoughts are always manifested in daily life. So I realized every time I work out and every time I beat that mind and tell it, man, today I'm going to do an 80 kg squat and there's nothing you're going to do about it, I'm now able to subdue it. So I'm able to control myself and to control my emotions. So that's why I work out. And I personally think a lot of people need to have a better reason as to why they are working out.
Sure.
In as much as getting a good body for the summer or for December and when the Mombasa Utese with a bikini and all
Summer
that,
bunnies.
it's good. But the challenge is,
That's what they're looking for.
a lot of people, yeah. But the challenge is, what happens when you get the summer body?
What next?
What
There's
next?
something, by the way, the biggest, I believe, from what you have said,
Yeah,
the biggest muscle you can train in your body,
it's your mind.
that's the biggest muscle.
Yeah.
Because if this is tough, it means you can withstand pressure,
Yes.
you can focus, and you can handle your shit
Yes.
together. Yeah.
So I realized that when you get the summer body, so what else? So I believe if you can have a better why as to why you really want to work out, you can endure it when it becomes hard.
Sure.
Yeah, because you see, if for example you're only doing it for a summer body, you won't endure it when it gets hard.
At some point,
Yeah,
the
getting a summer body, it's
consistency.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
see, I've already gotten it, it's okay. Yeah, but for my case, I normally do it. It's now a constant daily thing to control my mind that I'll be doing forever, other than getting a summer body.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why I train.
So, we all said why you train.
yeah.
Now, I think we want to go now to a general topic. We have to give young tax a message. We want to talk about SR.
Touchy one.
SR. Your myths about blue balls, bring them here. Your myths about Dr. Fruid, bring them here. We are debunking them and telling you why you should practice semen retention. KJ, tuanzie huko.
So guys, let's start by defining it first for those guys who don't know it, and I'll give it my own definition. Semen retention is the act of holding back your nut for a greater purpose. You know, that's my own definition. Okay. And it's a lonely journey. It's a tough one. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, that's facts.
It's a lonely.
let's, before you go to your loneliness, let's deal with the definition.
Bro, went straight into the bro, he's struggling, my man.
What is SR?
Personally, I didn't know. I've always thought it's a red pill thingy. I've never taken it serious.
Okay.
But until this point, until I met guys that they really practice it, and they told me stuff like KJ, we met, he's been telling me good things, and I'm actually considering it.
So you don't practice, but you're considering.
Yeah.
Okay. YOUnique Man.
Yes. SR. Semen retention.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's just from what it is, from what you've said blatantly, it's just keeping your semen from releasing your energy, not releasing your energy.
Okay. So we've discovered that SR is trying to overcome the addiction.
Yes.
And some of us were learning, like Arnold is learning of the addiction most recently.
I'm addicted though.
Okay, to the dopamine,
rush.
feeling,
Yeah.
the dopamine rush. I'm also practicing SR. It is a good journey. I don't want to go the KJ way. But what I've discovered is it is one of, it is creating a habit. It's like creating a habit of doing hard things.
Yes.
That is SR. That is how I can define it.
Okay.
So let's KJ.
Okay.
Put us in the
let's now talk about the positives of this thing.
Why you should do it.
Yeah. Why you should do it. Why you practice semen retention? First of all, I can say, let's start with the physical advantages. Your skin tone becomes very healthy. The way you appear, your skin tone, because your skin has that. Your semen contains the minerals that your skin needs. Another thing is increased strength. You have the strength of a beast inside you. This thing of you see somebody doing one thing or another, and I'm tired. You're feeling the fatigue. So that's another advantage. Another thing, it boosts your mood. Generally when you are just sitting there, you are relaxed. You are feeling your own energy. You don't need another external energy to fuel you up, and also for those of you who are looking to gain muscles without taking supplements, you already have the natural supplement inside you. So why not use it to gain the muscles? That's what I've been using
instead of wasting it.
Yeah. And another thing is your focus is razor sharp. When you want to do something, you mean it. And if you don't, it haunts you. That's how deep that thing is. If you say you do something,
then you don't.
It's either you do it or don't, but regret.
Yeah.
You see? So I think now it's used as a propelling push towards your success. It's pushing you. It's like somebody, if you're moving, pushing you to go forward. So another thing is the clarity of mind.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can think clearly and come up with a reasonable solution. You solve problems actually.
So niggas out here are depressed because they are masturbating.
Yeah, and I'll tell you because of the nutrients that semen has an antidepressant as a chemical. It sends you back this while you are transmitting it via your spinal cord. That hormone, after it reaches your brain, you realize that you start viewing life as the way it should be, not from a victimhood mentality. You see? So you can never be depressed. When something is happening, you are like, oh, you sit back, then learn, how is this happening? Why is it happening?
What should I do?
Yeah, you now become a student of life through semen retention. Yeah.
Hey, I think these things are not taught in medical school.
Bro, I feel like personally, I don't think like there's too much research behind semen retention. I've always currently, let's just say currently. I don't know. Maybe there will be, in some point of time.
But the good things in life are hidden.
Yeah.
Knowledge like this,
listen, bro.
knowledge like this is hidden.
But let me tell you though, people out here, like men. Let me just tell you, like how I used to be. You can tell me like once in a while you meet with a chick, bro. You end up fucking. Like it happens, and it doesn't make it doesn't have to like make you lose your focus like really bad. So I feel like that's a new thing to me. I should try it out before I judge it.
Yes.
But there's this thing you say about no research or no
medical paper.
No medical paper behind it. But the social paper behind it is this. There's this story. I think it's in one of the books that Brian. Shout out to our OG in Uganda, Brian. Ewodu. He told us that there's an experiment they did with men who have masturbated and withdrawn their seed. They were put somewhere, and men who had retained their seed
just a week.
And they brought the ladies to see who is more attractive, who is more masculine, who has more testosterone.
Women can tell.
Yeah, women can tell naturally.
Really?
They chose the boys who did not.
They don't know it.
It's a natural
It's
force.
a natural thing.
It's a force.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So if you do SR, you will attract more.
And
the guys,
what I have
no, the guys who had retained were more attractive to the women.
That's good, bro. That's
and even you can take it from the part where I come. We have these events. Now we are going to animals before we come back to humans, because even it's crazy that animals understand the retention than we human beings with all our intelligence. It's crazy because you see the bulls, and in Ikolomani you have the something known as bullfighting.
Bullfighting,
where the bulls are brought together and fight each other.
Oh,
yeah. So do you know what they do to these bulls? They usually 6 months before them going to facing each other fighting, they keep them away from females. They are sedated, like caged somewhere, not to have sex, just feeding, practicing. And when these bulls are taken to fight, bro, it's just crazy. Like the energy there, you can feel it. And the reason is they have that energy, they have stored it up. So
like they do it just for the cause of getting them stronger.
And they usually try even with they can take a bull that has been kept away from females, and the one that has been having sex. It will be beaten, even it won't take long. With this one that had been kept away.
A good example. Why is it that coaches, either boxing coaches, running coaches, whatever, they tell the athletes don't have sex before the game?
Think about it. And you have a real-time example, Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson stayed away from sex for 5 years during his boxing career, and that guy, you could not even beat him in the. In fact, it's complained that one of his fights, it was boring that you cannot pay to go watch, because the match will take 30 seconds. The guy is knocked down. So all these are just the magic behind this thing known as semen retention, and it's something that usually it's a hidden information. Actually,
it is hidden because what is well known, and even what science can support, is feminization of men.
Yes.
Why is that information very available?
But this one.
But this one is not.
It's because I think maybe the powers that be don't want men to realize the power that they have. Because the challenge.
But I feel like in Africa we still have the culture though.
You
can compare it to the US.
Yes, that's
people
true.
are getting crazy here.
That's true, but if you look at our Kenyan situation, we are so westernized. We're just like a Kenyan US.
For real?
Yeah. Kenya is the US of East Africa.
Because of different people out there.
We are so westernized and we've lost our culture. So I believe, I now want to, because I've researched really about SR, and I now really want to take it seriously. Now, like seriously. I want to like do maybe 6 months.
So is this day one?
1 day and 2 minutes.
Is this day one? You are talking like it's day one. Let's meet. We are meeting next week on Sunday. No, is this day one?
No.
Okay. How many days is? How many weeks?
Maybe I don't remember the last time. Maybe a month.
A month.
Did you feel any change?
You've done 30 days.
Like, it's 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks. And nothing has happened yet.
2 weeks.
No, we will
I
go
don't
with the
remember.
minimum. You don't remember?
I don't remember, but I'm sure it's
you are 1 day. You are 1 day in. You don't
You say
remember.
1 day, bro.
You are 1 day.
There's no
in.
shame in it.
Let's 2 weeks. No, 2 weeks. 1 week.
I don't even remember.
You should remember these things. Anyway, Arnold.
Yeah, bro.
You are how many hours?
How many hours?
Consideration, bro.
But
That's what it is.
from the studies I've read,
Yes.
even if you do 1 week, even if you do like 1 week of semen retention, you get 400% increase in T levels.
Yes.
Yeah. So, in as much as people want to disapprove of this, it actually has some value.
No, we as Hakuna Rais, we are not.
No, I'm not saying
not,
us.
because-
I'm
okay,
saying
okay.
now maybe the audience or other people who think this is just red pill nonsense. It really is not. It's substantive. It is actually in med.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I think we were trying to name people who did SR.
Yeah.
We've named Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
There was Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, I have read about.
I think Nelson Mandela also did it when he was incarcerated.
Incarcerated. But we don't know.
Niggas are gay, though.
We have
South
the
Africans will come for us.
we have Nikola Tesla,
Nikola
the father
Tesla.
of modern electricity.
Yeah.
We have this other guy, Thomas Edison.
Yeah.
He also did. And right now, the god of technology, Elon Musk himself,
He's doing it.
He's also
doing it. Yeah, Elon Musk is doing it.
And
Yeah. In
Now-
fact, he told there's a podcast where he was asked, and he told him that right now the generation is suffering because they don't understand the use of sex, like they're misusing sex.
Yes, we use it for pleasure. and
Yeah,
not for
rather than
its actual
using
profit.
storing up that energy to come up with something creative, like that's what he does. He uses that energy to come up with ideas. That's where he sends that energy, and he knows how to transmute
all
it.
that shit.
Yeah, because you see the things that these guys are doing, they seem abnormal to the normal eye.
Yes.
You're like, how can this guy do such a thing? You know, it's something crazy.
now you've said a very good point. We want to shame those people who are advocating sex too.
For pleasure.
Not sex for pleasure, sex for recreation, and you are saying sex to higher conscience. Is that
No, the philosophy of
philosophy
Dr. Freud
Dr. Freud.
was from sex to
To
higher
higher
conscience.
conscience.
So this guy termed sex as an instinct that you should respond to.
Every
Yeah,
single
it's,
time.
it's an instinct. In fact, he named it libido. That's where the word libido came from.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
now we don't know Dr. Fried, but we are shaming his followers, and we are starting with the fat, man-boobed, I think 50-year-old Masimba advocate. There's this guy we talked about him. This guy is telling men to worship pussy. He's telling men, but when you look at him, he has man boobs. He's telling men to advocate for sex toys.
He's a Kenyan.
He's a Kenyan guy. That's why they call themselves
How does it
Masimba.
look, though?
Masimba.
That is what I'm
like
saying.
There's a group.
There's a group of old, fucked up men. I don't curse, but I've cursed for you guys. This is bad. Who advocate that you should worship women. You should learn how to treat the vagina.
Worshipping the
You
pussy.
should be a Spider-Man.
Oh.
You should have toys in the bedroom to support you.
Oh.
That
To support.
yes,
Yeah, that's sick. That nigga's sick.
yeah, that is sick. That nigga is sick. Tell him, Arnold. Tell him.
I don't even know him.
No, I'll show him to you. I'll show him to you. Okay, like how, he was saying it like you should look at the toys as companions, not competitors.
That nigga weak.
Weak niggas,
You
yeah.
last for a second, baby. Like,
Yeah.
just bring out the machine.
Bring out the machine.
So imagine,
Tag your eat. Tag your eat. Tag your
You should
eat.
train, man. You should train.
yo. So you guys,
Tell him
you
to go
should
to the
train,
gym.
and you should do semen retention.
Yeah, and you can find even another thing is that on retention. Now this is why the system fights this information to be discreet,
Yes.
or to be known as esoteric knowledge. It's because once you have stored that energy, it's said, it's believed. Even the yogis not do this. Those guys of India, the gurus at gurus, they know this thing and they talk it. But
monks.
they know it.
Yeah, that's,
It's said
that's
that
to make sense. Actually.
once you have that energy in you, you become dangerous.
Yes.
You cannot be tamed, you know. And
can control
you
it.
see, the system wants you weak so that it can control you, especially you are a man. Once you are ejaculating your energy, you become weak. You become, you start becoming fearful.
Whoa.
Yes.
You know, you are not questioning things the way they are. You're saying like, that's this one happens that way.
Just
Don't
simp.
talk about that, you know.
And we are continuing to shame the weak men who are advocating for that. Those cross dressers. We don't want to name you, but you know yourself. If you cross dress, you are a weak man. And the young men don't follow these
If you
people.
put bread on your table, you
Yes.
do what you gotta do. But don't look stupid doing that.
You know, who else advocates for
Another thing is, by the way, you guys have never, I don't know if you have heard this information about the condom culture. That was the biggest war on semen retention, but people don't see it. Because by introducing condoms, they told people that, you can ejaculate this thing in this paper and, throw it.
It's not.
Yeah, so long as you have not gotten somebody pregnant, you are okay. You know, that's the analogy that they sold to the people. And people are like, so long as I have a condom. And you can go, even if you go to the high schools, they are giving condoms. What are they implying? They want you to release that energy so it's a war that you have to be keen so that you can learn. It's a
I
war.
never thought it that way.
that way.
Yeah. So for you to realize such things, you have to first. That's why I told you this path is lonely.
But you see, on that, I think also the flip side of us or condoms being really given mainstream media is because of the diseases.
Why are the diseases there? Because people are having sex.
Because they
People know,
realized one, we can't tame these guys from not having sex.
No, they didn't really realize that.
No, bro.
They wanted to sell condoms.
Then they made them. That's all.
And
the product.
If they really wanted to help, they could
They
advocate
can
like.
put abstinence measures.
exactly.
Come to think of it, it has gone too far that you can find them freely. They are, they
even
can live that freely.
Now, let me ask you, why do you go to high school to get education
They give you,
and they're giving you condom?
giving you straps.
Why not tell you? Why not tell you
Stop us,
now?
young nigga.
Stop. This is not good. It's like the same way we are told there are facts about finances. You're not taught in school.
Yes.
People are not taught how to understand their brains, how to be a good
taxes.
man. Yeah, how to do taxes. You don't get that knowledge in school through even campus. But these other things are freely there.
That's fair.
Even
They
things
want
like
to make you sheep, bro. They want to
they want to make you sheep.
In fact, I was the other day we were having a conversation with the Don Kitilo himself, and we were saying about how condoms need to be the most expensive thing that should be sold, and the pads should
But
be
then
free.
again,
Pads
at this
should be
point,
free, actually.
at this point, people are already ruined. But if you take them now out the condom, people are going to get sick and die.
And that's why
They're already like dead.
That's why we Hakuna Rais is doing
and it's
this.
a menace. We need to, this thing. It's just but a program. We have been living this lie because we have been programmed. Our brains are like a computer, and somebody knows if I introduce this is the remedy. This is the
Exactly.
it has the reverse engineering of your psychology. And that's what they are playing with us. They are playing with our psychology, using it against us. Just imagine if you are young, or you have a kid, maybe a boy. You start telling him, "Hey, stay away from this. Do this. Do this." Do you know that boy will grow up with those standards because you have programmed him with the right information?
Exactly.
But these guys, what they are doing, they are programming us with the wrong information for their own benefits.
And if you want to know you're programmed with the wrong information, you should know that you're a product. From the day you are born, you have a certificate.
Damn.
You will get an ID.
So guys,
You will go get a job and support the system. Anyway, back to SR. So, semen retention is the thing. Unique man. Day one. Give us your final thoughts.
Well, I personally want to hopefully do it for 6 months.
Okay.
Just and see the difference.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe 6 months and see the difference of how I interact with myself. Am I stronger? Am I thinking more clearly? Because I came to realize also, and I also read this somewhere, if you remove sex from the equation,
Yes.
with just women, women, you will realize a lot of women have nothing to offer.
Other than the in between.
Yes.
That's if you only fuck around or if you sleep around.
Let's
Because you're
assume
made to like date to marry.
that's fine. But if you just remove sex from the equation,
Yes.
with all the interactions you're having
If you
with
don't need
women,
sex.
if you don't need sex from anyone, from any woman, you'll realize a lot of women have really nothing to offer. Yeah. I'm
That's
serious.
so misogynistic, bro.
It's not misogynistic.
No, women out here are really smart.
There are
Totally.
very good women who have a lot to offer, but you'll realize a lot don't have much to offer.
Let me tell you what I think about it. If you look at a woman, only thing about beds, them cheeks, clapping them cheeks. That's what you're gonna think about. But if you look at like as a human being, bro, I'm pretty sure like you can learn from a lot, because I have lectures that are women, bro.
But you see the challenge with a lot of men, they don't think like that.
Yes, I know.
So
That's what I'm trying to say.
So it's-
like if you remove sex from the equation, you'll realize you'll remove a lot of problems also in your own life. A lot of decisions that you would have made for clapping chicks
Exactly.
will be removed.
Yeah,
So
that
you
makes
won't
sense.
be thinking like a puny. You'll now maybe focus on whether it's Mary or Jane. You'll now look at her objectively and now look, does
Who
she
is
have
she as a-
who is she as a person?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now you'll now be
Having
able
a
to
real
see
conversation.
really
Yeah.
whether she's a good fit for you or not. You'll now see in between the
Not
lines.
just the chicks.
You'll not see the chicks. That's what I'm trying to say.
But
I'm
the
not
chicks are blinding.
I'm not trying to say that women have nothing to offer. No,
Yeah.
that's not true.
Yeah.
But if you remove sex from the equation, you now see much clearly.
Yeah, you get some clarity.
You get clarity
Very
about the women you're trying to deal with, or the women you're now trying to have conversations with. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But women really have a lot to offer.
Yeah, women have really
Yes.
have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
And one of what they have to offer is sex, and that's why sex is
Babies
a very
and
big
stuff.
industry. Yeah,
Yeah.
a billion
Billion industry.
industry, $1 billion industry. But Arnold,
Yeah.
you've heard about semen retention today.
Yeah, it sounds really good. But I have to make my own research
Yes.
as a man.
Yes,
Like,
please do.
see if it's something I can consider. But like from what I heard from you guys, sounds really good. Sounds like something I can try out.
Yes,
Even for a month. You
Even
see.
for like 3 months, if it gives me the benefits.
yes.
For how long does it take? Just
Okay.
to keep like getting the benefits. And stuff.
So we'll assign you a mentor. KJ,
Talk to me.
mentor Arnold
Now you're giving me
into semen retention.
Yeah.
He's let's say 12 to 8 hours into it.
This guy. Oh, who? That can be my mentor.
KJ, I think today we've had blockbusters, busters in the kind of information we've shared about semen retention. We've said next week on Sunday we'll be in CBD,
Yeah.
and we will ask men about semen retention.
Yeah.
Your final word?
What I will tell you guys wana hakuna rahisi bana. Mnajua bado hii kitu hakuna rahisi.
Yes.
Hakuna rahisi bado, semen retention hakuna rahisi. This is something you have to practice for you to confirm. You don't need to hear from other people. In fact, you need to practice, then come we talk.
Yes.
That we'll share a lot. We'll share a lot if you have practiced. I meet my fellow retainers, and you know,
Hello, retainer.
Retailers.
the retainer circle. And you know, somebody says this, you know, you know, now you can sort even issue. Have you experienced this? Me too. You know, you are exchanging and you're how did you deal with this? You know, with the time you find that it becomes a lifestyle. Like for me right now, it's 13 plus months. I even lost the count.
Like we were
A year
saying,
plus into it.
we were saying the wet dreams are
It's like a
programmed
fight.
into your subconscious mind.
It's a fight.
Yeah.
You're fighting.
A question. You've said you've been at it for 13 months. So do you never engage in sex or?
I don't.
All right.
What happens when you get horny? When the niggas get horny?
Okay, when I get horny, this is how I do. I first of all, I don't fight it. I realize I check in. Then I'm horny, I realize that. So what I do, I channel my mind towards that horniness. And relax. I do it with breath work. I breathe in deeply, then out deeply. Because an erection, the horniness comes with blood flowing to your sex organ.
Okay.
It's blood flowing to your sex organ. So what you do, you just change the direction.
And
And
also
I can,
it's energy.
another thing I do, you can turn to do something else, like working out. Do you know that if you
That's
just
how
went
we
to do
work,
some
because
push-ups here, you are, that energy, you find that
we
it's
channel the
being-
energy.
yeah. So it's just an energy, you learn how to use that energy rather than just sex. And as I've told you, Dr. Kalyang told you this is a creative energy. Learn how to channel it through meditation, self-talk, positive self-talk, associating yourself with positive people. That's how you transmit this energy. Now it's no longer a problem in your lower body or in the sacral plexus here.
Hey,
You are channeling
sacral
it up.
plexus.
You are channeling it up.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's
It's a bone here at the base of
not a
your...
bone, but it's like when your nerves like sit in your spinal cord, like they can make some. How do I say it? It's like a
Network.
branch. It's like a network that gives like nerves out.
Oh.
So it's located. It's in the lumbar region.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where like they exit like the spinal cord, like they're like branches, but they're too
I'm
many
still-
intertwined. They all get like to a different part of the body.
Yeah, so I'm studying. See, that's where that energy is. So after you move it to your brain, it becomes useful. You see, you
Then
no
another
longer-
question. Since you've been doing it for 13 years, let's assume
Not 13 years.
13 months.
13 years.
Sorry,
Hey,
sorry.
hey.
13
I'm
months.
manifesting.
I'm manifesting. Let's assume now you are married, for example, or you're in a relationship, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you be able to now do semen retention and still make it effective?
For those who I'm not yet in marriage, but I'll answer in this way. There's a video I watched, it was a podcast. This guy was telling about how guys in marriage, they practice to have that, yogic sex, where you have sex but you don't
Release.
Yeah. And another way is you only have sex when you want to procreate. In fact, that was the main purpose of sex. And lions are the good example of that. They only have sex when they want to reproduce. So I think that's for the married. But right now, there's no need. If you are young, I'm in my early 20s. That's
In your
why-
early 20s?
Yeah.
This guy is young. This guy is young.
You look
How old
young,
are you?
I'm 23.
He's young, 23, bro.
Me. You are 23. 3
Yeah.
plus 9.
That's like
31. 30? Yeah, 32.
Kwani,
I'm 28.
Oh, you don't look 20 years.
Yeah, people tell me I
You
look
look
28.
Men age like fine wine.
Men age like fine wine.
Yeah, so I think right now I've realized that, Alhamdulillah, I've realized that I need this energy, to use it in my 20s rather than wasting away.
Yeah, but you look like you have high T levels for sure.
So yeah, that's all. And you guys, as I've told you, practice it so that you can reap the benefits. And last is the major kill of men. Last.
Yes.
Is the major killer of men.
Take that home.
What a way to sign out.
Actually, it's one of the best ways to do business. Sex is the best business to now from an entrepreneurial perspective.
Okay.
Because if you look at all the businesses that are in the world now, which are really successful, they are all coined on the 7 deadly sins. And for example, OnlyFans is lust, envy is Instagram,
Have you ever wondered why Pornhub is just available? It's just a website that can be blocked, but it's always
They
there.
want to block TikTok, but they don't block Pornhub.
Hey,
Why?
What do they?
By the way, actually, yeah.
How do you want to block TikTok and you're not blocking
You're not calling
Pornhub?
Pornhub.
Only fans, you're not
Pornhub has
blocking.
existed.
Tinder, you are not blocking
whoa.
Tinder. Tinder is a
It's like a revelation to
So you see, they are after that energy.
But then you know that
niggas are trying to
there's a
kill
bill
us.
currently to ban TikTok
Yeah,
in
no.
Kenya.
One of those countries that banned like
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah. But why not ban Pornhub?
And it's just a website.
Yeah, it's
not
just a
even an
website.
app.
It's not even an app.
And by the way, on that note, let me advise you men who are giving your energy to ghosts on TikTok. Because,
TikTok.
you know, women are stripping naked on TikTok and guys are masturbating.
Yes.
You know, imagine you are holding a phone, giving your energy to a ghost, something that is not even real. That's how sickly that thing is.
And funny thing, those women there cannot be blocked.
Yeah,
But you stand as a man with a specific, empowering, enlightening knowledge that the powers that be don't want to be known.
You will be
be
cancelled.
silenced, you will be cancelled.
I was cancelled on TikTok by the way.
Serious?
Yeah, my videos were pulled down.
Serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've never had a video pulled down on TikTok?
No.
Ah, man, you're new.
I'm new on TikTok.
This is esoteric information. They realize, the algorithm knocks you down.
Nah, for real, they banned you.
Yeah.
What did you post
Like,
about?
I think it was just issue of, I was talking about how I understand God and how, you know, those is information that these guys don't want you to.
But that's weird because you know if you go now on TikTok and search just satanic content, you will not even believe what will come.
What is true, man?
People are actually worshipping the devil.
The devil.
Yeah, that's normal in the Western world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's even weird to say to think that people would block your content and it's
So
normal.
I think that's how
That shows you
the
what they have
algorithm is planned. It's just a matter of an algorithm. You share some bullshit there, you see it thriving.
There was a video.
Make yourself
on,
look like a fool. Put on a dress.
There was a video on Switch TV. Switch TV had some women talking about how, you know, women should dominate men. I saw that, I stitched it, and I gave a very rude response as a man. It was pulled down.
On TikTok.
Yes, on TikTok.
You try making sense of TikTok.
Try share your mind
Try
with
making
things
sense
that you
of
say,
TikTok.
I don't stand for this. And it's being promoted.
You guys.
You know, I only
Yeah,
thought
video
that
will
it
be
was in.
It's called
the West
explicit.
or
They call it explicit content.
Yeah.
You are-
For real?
yeah.
But whatever they were talking about was explicit
Explicit too.
already in itself. Because there was one I saw on TikTok actually. I don't know if it's the same one. If it was of a lady talking about men with pierced dicks. And that one actually really pissed me off because why would a man pierce his dick?
They are competing with toys.
And
They even give them a platform.
Anyway,
and they even have a platform and
Yeah.
they're talking about it and it's actually fun and it's okay.
Yeah.
And they're actually telling the host was telling the other ladies there to go and try out men with pierced dicks because they'll have a better sexual experience.
that is promoting
That in
prostitution.
itself is very explicit.
Yes.
They shouldn't be talking about such kind of things, in my own view. Yeah.
So this is just a war. It's a war,
It's a
and
war.
we are the target. Men are the target of this war. If you look at it, men are the target.
Yeah, I came to realize that when you start looking at things
That's who, like,
rationally.
bring up revolution. Bro.
Yeah. We are the people we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, let's stop at that because this video will go on to YouTube.
Okay.
Guys, adios. This is the Hakuna Rahisi show.
Gang.
All the best, guys.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll be launching our Patreon.